What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Broke to Brokers YouTube channel. It's your boy Cameron here. Today we're going to be talking about a stock that I think kind of hit a lot of people's radar pretty recently. They had over 200 million in volume, which is definitely one of the highest of the trading day of Friday last week. So it definitely hit my radar. I'm of course talking about SRM Entertainment. We've been doing a bunch of research here. I'm just going to bring you all the information I have. We're going to talk about the market capitalization of this stock. We're also going to talk about, future projections that I could see, especially in today's market space. We're going to go over some SEC filing information that I saw that I wanted to share with you guys. But moreover, let's just talk about SRM Entertainment. Who they are, why they kind of hit my radar, why I think they're interesting and at least worth talking about a little bit because I think they're pretty cool. First off, they're a company that's been around for a long time, since 1979. They are like a souvenir, toy, merchandise type of company. So they specialize in creating a bunch of different products for things like theme parks, aquariums, zoos. Those are pretty much the main things there. But any of those large types of parks where they have lots of visitors, a lot of people, they can like specialize and make specific types of toys that have like the theme park logo or the theme park mascot or whatever you want to say. So they can do all types of stuff like that. They also have an entertainment library apparently, so you can watch movies, I guess, through SRM Media. I don't know if this is renting them like online or how you actually are able to watch this, but yeah, maybe this is an exclusive through SRM Media. Like the movie was, I'm thinking that's the case here. I think they're also a media company, and I think that this movie is, paid for through SRM Media. So pretty cool. SRM Entertainment. There you go. They have their own movie line now. Um, it's not really what they're known for from what I was researching, but it's still interesting. But yeah, so they make toys, collectibles, plushies, all types of stuff. They have partnerships with billion-dollar corporations, as you can see here: Nintendo, Disney, Warner Bros., Harry Potter. But there's a bunch more that it didn't show there. But oh, there you go. Yeah, Universal, Marvel, Illumination. Yeah, so pretty much any of like the big entertainment companies, they have like huge collaborations with them. It means they're going to be able to use the Disney, characters and a lot of their merchandise and stuff. And I mean, these are not small partnerships, right? It makes you wonder why this is a market cap of only what, 9 million, I think is what it was. Yeah, they're a 9 million market cap company. So they're pretty under the radar too. A lot of people like penny stocks that aren't really very they haven't skyrocketed because they're just kind of low under the radar. And there could be some reasons why. We'll go over the numbers. I'm actually pretty happy with the numbers. I did a bunch of research on SRM, and we'll go over more about the statistics, but their debt doesn't look terrible compared to a lot of penny stocks. Um, yeah, so let's start actually just going over the news on what is going on with SRM Entertainment and the reason why we saw such a big spike up recently. Like, let's take a look, at the price chart here. Just in the past 5 days, I believe this is the last trading day. Yeah, Friday, they had a huge jump here, right? They 2x'd from about 35 cents, jumping all the way up to actually 80 cents, a little over a 2x in a very short period at the start of the trading day on Friday. So pretty cool. What ended up happening is they announced a lockup. That's not this one. Let me find it real quick here. Yeah, so they locked up 2.3 million shares of common stock. This represents 13.7% of SRM's Entertainment's outstanding shares. Meaning it's pretty much fixing that price. Like, it's not going to go lower because those shares aren't going to be sold. I mean, of course, other people can sell. It's only an eighth of the stock shares, but that's pretty uncommon, especially for penny stocks where they may need vesting and need extra capital. And this was a shareholder, Safety Shot, that just went ahead and it's a major shareholder though. So obviously they have 2.3 million shares. So they're seeing something. I mean, if they're willing to lock them all the way till next year of January 2026, this, yeah, like it demonstrates strong commitment to the company's long term and stability of the company. So, some pretty bullish people there. And I think that's why we saw such a big push. I mean, this was pretty big news. Shareholders don't just lock their capital if they don't believe in some value there. So, yeah, I mean, pretty bullish sign, especially when it's an eighth of the company's total stock. I mean, that's pretty crazy. This was also announced just 3 days ago. So this is also probably why we saw a catalyst. They're going to be attending they're going to be showcasing their proprietary product line at Toy Fest Vegas 2025. I didn't know what that was, but apparently it's a pretty big deal. At that National Toy Fest, which is coming up here. I mean, literally, I think this is like what? It's halfway through the week, towards the end of the week. Yeah, Wednesday to Friday. They're going to be showcasing, 500 manufacturers. So this is a lot of people in the toy industry. We'll be attending this. This is a lot of manufacturers. I mean, you can look at these logos. I'm sure you recognize some of them. These are like big brands in the toy industry. And essentially, they're going to be, unveiling a new product line for new toys that they're planning to announce soon. They also had some other news. We'll kind of go over that. So just 2 months ago, so actually kind of a while ago, right? They sat on no news for quite a while there. But 2 months ago, they actually expanded new orders. A large theme park in Orlando ordered like $800,000 worth of more merchandise. And I don't think it's in this article here. Maybe it was. But essentially, yeah, they're going to be, they have some pretty big, orders for some more products. I think they were Mist fans. There was something about Mist fans and then also Sip With Me cups. I think the Sip With Me cups were a different company that was ordering those. But yeah, I mean, you can see it here. It's like, you're drinking with a little friend on your water bottle. So like it goes in a big loop and you can drink. But they have some for like all types of freaking, you got a Smurf one. They're kind of cute. They're at theme parks, so I'm sure a lot of kids would be pretty hyped about that. They'd be like trying to drink their drinks with their little friends on the go. What else can we talk about with SRM? So, like I mentioned, they didn't have a lot of news. So those were the two main things. Is they had Mist fans getting reordered. I believe that was this one was the Mist fans. Yeah, $820,000 was the initial order, and $85,000 for international parks for Mist fans, just misting fans. So that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of revenue just for one type of product. And what else do they got going on? So we did see the price kind of fall a bit. Like if you look in the past 6 months, you can see here at the last, just 2 months ago, fairly decent sell here in that over that past month. I think that was probably due to the, direct offering. A lot of direct offerings get sold on because it is essentially diluting the stock, diluting shareholders' value of the company. And it also dilutes it at a set price. So if they're diluting it, at a set price, it's going to fall to that cost or even lower. So yeah, they did 74 cents. So if we look at this, we probably saw it right at 74 cents, right around that area, maybe a little higher. This might have been back over here, the early part of December, but yeah, as you can see, it kind of sold for a while there. It actually dropped as low as 30 cents. So we did see a pretty dramatic pump again with that bullish news about, an eighth of the stock being locked up for a year. I think that's a pretty good signal. They also have announced that their online Amazon sales have surged 400% in the last 3 months. So that's signaling that their online retail is doing quite well. So let's move over to the SEC reportings and filings. What I kind of found there, I haven't looked excessively through everything, but I just found like a couple reports that I just went through. One of the chairmen have about 10% ownership. I think it was over like 100,000 shares, something like that. It might not have been 10%, but yeah, as you can see here, this guy increased 75,000 to 115,000. What was this guy? His name's in here somewhere. You guys will see. Oh yeah, Herman Gary. Oh, you can't see it too good here. Herman Gary, that's his name. He's on the board. So he increased his shares. That was just like 2 weeks ago. Very recently as well. This was January 22nd. So yeah, that's just last month. They actually hired in a brand new CFO, Chief Financial Officer. And that is Douglas McKinnon. He has a fixed salary, but here's what's really cool. He's going to be given a bonus for reaching key capitalization goals for the market cap of the company. Once he gets to 50 million with the market cap, 250K. That's a big reward for hitting a 5x in the current market cap, right? Because right now we're at 11 million. That tells me that they have a strong drive to increase the overall value of their company. They're not just trying to keep their business afloat. They're trying to make it successful, which is always a great signal. So anytime I see like a new CFO, that always makes me raise an eyebrow and want to look into it. Like I said, especially with his type of pay structure, being that he's going to raise bonuses by reaching key goals like that. I just thought that was interesting in the SEC filings. Again, they didn't make a report on that or anything. I just found that out just by looking through the sec.gov and searching the ticker and seeing what's going on there. So I just thought that was interesting. I want to share that with you. What else can we talk about? So on the stock analysis page, I just kind of checked through a bit of the financials, just seeing where things have been. Now keep in mind, they haven't been listed that long. I think since like 2022 or something. Actually, only since 2023. So they've only been listed 2 years. And granted, they did have kind of they had a decent start, like nothing crazy where it pumped out of control, but they're around $2 has been as high as $6, but they sat around $2 to $3 for the first, what is that? First, 5 months or so. And it slowly has fallen to where it fell under $1 just 8 months ago in June, fell down to 30 cents, something like that in December. And now we're starting to see it kind of pick back up. Now we're hitting 70 cents, but we're still very far under the IPO initial value of the company when they first listed. I'm thinking a lot of people are going to have eyes on this now. I mean, it had 250 million in volume. I know we're not going to see that routinely forever, but since people put this on their radar, you might start to see a floor in price. Right now, I would say it's pretty much at a peaking cost. And I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. But hypothetically, I'd say it's a little risky right now, just because, again, it had that huge price surge and it shot up quite a bit, over 2x. There's going to be people just taking gains from that, right? Anybody who bought below that in the past 6 months is probably going to take some type of value. So I'd just say it's something to watch. But the fact that they are working towards trying to reach higher milestones in market cap, I think is bullish. They have a locked market cap, which I think, again, is bullish. They have increased Amazon retail value. They have new product lines. They have this new Toy Fest thing that they're going to be going towards. There's things that you can see the stepping stones almost towards what's going to make a company appreciate in value. These are stepping stones. It's not like anything that's like guarantee 10x, 20x, but you start picking up some of the stepping stones, you can be like, all right, I can see some value in this one. But again, it's something that is kind of niche. There's not a lot of, um, I don't know of many stocks that are in the toy company space that are, partnering with theme parks and stuff. But it's a little bit niche, right? Um, so I think it is interesting. Those are the major things I wanted to discuss with you guys. Again, it's still pretty relatively new. It's only been listed for about 2 years. I guess let's just finish up by looking at the rest of the financials here. So, from a year to year base, they really kind of struggled there. 2020, 2021, 2022, they doubled. I mean, 127% additional revenue. They stayed the same in 2023, and now in 2024 it's a little lower, but again, that's because we're not at the end of the year yet, right? So I think this is only till September, so this actually makes sense. They should be higher than their previous year revenue, so I think that could be pretty good for them. Also with cash flow, not terrible. I know that 2 million is still negative, but keep in mind they've done very well at not having a huge amount of debt in terms of like cash flow. They have 2 million cash flow that they do owe, so they're negative 2 million right now. Um, Earnings before interest, taxes, what is it? Deformation, amortization, what is it? Depreciation. That has gotten worse. Something to keep an eye, something you'd want to keep an eye on, but given that they are, still making good revenue, I don't think that's going to be too terrible for them if they can keep increasing that revenue value, the bottom dollar. I think that the company will do pretty well. I mean, the company's been around for a long time, so I'd be surprised if they weren't very good at taking care of their bottom dollar and keeping the value of the company, going, because they've been around since 1979. So this isn't some like baby company starting off brand new tech that's never been around before and trying to fight into a niche that it knows nothing about. No, they're pretty established. That's really the main takeaways. If you guys have any other interesting info, comment it down below. I love reading over what you guys think of different stocks. But as always, it's been Cameron on the Broke to Brokers YouTube channel. You guys have an awesome day. Happy investing. Take care.